Here's the exciting tilt and go carrier from Viking Solutions. First, an adapter is simply slid into the trailer hitch receiver and securely pinned. Then the primary or main carrier fits over the large shaft and is secured with another pin. This do-it-yourself product was engineered to eliminate the pain and strain from handling big game. It can be seen that the carrier cannot rotate when pinned, even with a heavy load. But by pulling the pin, the rear carrier is allowed to rotate either clockwise or counterclockwise. Now the pin is once again pulled and the carrier rotated counterclockwise to accept a load. The load in this case is a field-dressed doe deer. Notice that due to the angle of the tilted carrier, the deer can be easily slid up to a point where it can be rotated back to a horizontal position by a single person. By eliminating the need for a lone person to have to lift the carcass into a truck bed, there will be many hunters without back strain. Here's a hunter gently unloading a 180-pound buck by himself. When the vehicle with a tilt and go cannot get close enough into the area to pick up game, there are accessory wheels that can be added. This truly adds even further to the usefulness and the versatility of the tilt and go. 4 simple pins are used to attach a set of wheels to the carrier. The main pin in the support shaft is removed to allow the carrier to be rotated. The 4 U-brackets on the wheel assembly are then just fitted up against the frame on the underside of the carrier and then pinned. Once the wheels are attached, the entire carrier, together with wheels, can be removed from the support shaft. Being able to maneuver through the woods where the vehicle won't go, and then simply sliding the game up and tilting the carrier, can surely be considered a much easier way for retrieval, especially when doing it alone. An important goal for Viking Solutions is to provide viable features and engineer remedies to problems for those hunters who are alone. Here we see that 180-pound buck once again. With a heavier deer, this clip shows that by simply sliding the deer up as far as possible and then rotating it so that the weight is shifted, the remainder of the deer can easily be placed in a balanced horizontal position, and one person can do it without any trouble. Since the wheel accessory is mounted in the center of the carrier, notice that there is very little load on the handle. When using the accessory wheels to move a load on the carrier, getting the shaft on the vehicle lined up with the mounting hole takes a little bit of back and forth and side-to-side jiggling to get everything centered correctly. When the shaft and the hole in the carrier are properly centered, the carrier can be pushed on while being rotated, followed by the shaft pin being inserted to eliminate rotation. Removal of the accessory transport wheels is just a matter of pulling the 4 pins that were inserted into the brackets. Note how the truck tailgate can still be lowered even with a deer on the carrier. Always remember that before entering any roadway, tie down is obviously necessary for safety during transport. It's obvious from watching this video that the features of the tilt and go make it a very attractive value. By having both a vehicle mounted carrier and a portable, versatile carrying cart, the tilt and go hits 2 birds with 1 stone. It's also not limited to just game. Making chores at home, farm or work easier can readily be handled by the tilt and go.